Judiciary Committee and Foreign Affairs Committee and wearing the exact same outfit as me. And he's got a boat behind him, a lot going on. Speaking of coordination, was this a total win for the swamp in terms of coordination, getting their way? Or is there something here that Durham's going to be able to use from this case to go after the bigger fish?
Well, it's certainly not surprising when 85% of Washington, D.C. is Democrats. One of the jurors gave to Democrats, gave money to Democrats. One of the jurors' kids was on the same high school sports team as Sussman's kids. So none of this is real surprising. But I think you're right. We do need to see this evidence. Republicans are calling for that. And hopefully this is just the start. I mean, it's been 5 years. Nobody in America cares about Sussman or even knew who he was. We want to go after the Hillary Clinton who started this whole thing, created this completely false narrative that the Trump campaign colluded with Russia. What about Comey? What about Strzok? What about all these other people that were involved in using the FBI to surveil on the American people and people in the Trump campaign? That's what Republicans really want. And when are we going to get to that? It's been 5 years now that this investigation started.
Yeah, Congressman, if you're a Trump supporter or Donald Trump himself, it just must feel like there's absolutely no accountability here, where you have members of the political elite knowingly spreading false information about a sitting president and then spending millions of taxpayer dollars on an investigation into these false claims, all to score political points. And there's just no accountability, no one being held accountable for this.
Well, and the real frustrating thing as a member of Congress is they used our intelligence surveillance system to surveil on American citizens, and they used a completely partisan political process to do it. They lied to the FISA court to get a warrant to surveil on these individuals, a secret court, not a normal court where you got to go in and get a warrant and prove evidence and all of that. And that's what's really frustrating is the use of our intelligence services and our surveillance services for political purposes.
Very, very concerning. Meantime, the House Judiciary Committee is holding an emergency meeting tomorrow as Democrats look to push an extensive gun control package. Some proposals expected in that package include raising the minimum age for purchasing a semi-automatic weapon from 18 to 21, a ban on, quote, high-capacity magazines, and creating a registry for bump stocks. Will you be supporting this bill, Congressman? And if not, what is your plan to protect our kids in schools?
Yeah, absolutely not. I will not support this bill. I support protecting the Second Amendment, allowing law-abiding citizens to protect themselves. We don't even know all the details of what occurred in Texas. Congress hasn't been briefed by the FBI or DOJ on all the details. We're still asking questions about that. And, of course, Democrats are going to use this as an opportunity to take away your guns. We are focused on school safety. When I was in the state legislature in Florida, I filed a bill that would allow for trained law enforcement, former or current military, former or current law enforcement, to be in our schools, to either volunteer or be paid to be in our schools to protect our children, that would be carrying a firearm to appropriately respond to any type of threat. That is what we need to be focused on, is ensuring the safety and security of our kids, not taking away guns from law-abiding citizens in this country.
Yeah, we've been talking about it all morning, how we were originally told that the school door was open, and that's how the gunman got in. And now that has also been walked back. It was apparently closed. It should have been locked, but unfortunately it wasn't. So I think one of the solutions here is hardening soft targets like schools.
Like you
Hopefully
said,
something can be done on that. I can't decide who wore it better. Both of you gentlemen look incredible. Thanks, Congressman. And with that, Fox and Friends starts right now.